Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum, good afternoon, ma'am.
Waalaikumsalam. Good afternoon.
Okay, I'm Hasti Dwi Haifa from UIN Suskariau in English Education Department. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to interview you today. The purpose of this interview is to learn more about your experience, challenge, and reflections as a teacher. I believe your insights will be very valuable for my academic assignment as well as for my understanding of the teaching profession. So, with your permission, may I begin the interview, ma'am?
Yes, you may.
Okay, the first question is why did you decide to become a teacher?
Well, that's a good start of conversation. Actually, I become a teacher because I love sharing. I love sharing knowledge and helping other people, especially students and kids, to grow, not just in academics, actually, but also in character and confidence development.
Okay, next question is what was your journey to becoming a teacher like?
The journey is actually long, but I will tell you simply. It took passions, actually, hard works, and continuous learning. So you have to learn while you were still a student. Well, I'm still a student, and I have to learn again before I become a teacher. And now I become a teacher, I still have to learn. So it's continuous learning. I studied education in University of Riau in English department major as you, and went through teacher training, gained some experience step by step from my students in the classroom. Thanks to my students, of course.
Okay. Uh, okay, next question is what is the most rewarding part of teaching?
The most rewarding part of teaching is, of course, to see your students become very smart, better than you as a teacher. But actually, the most rewarding part of being a teacher is seeing your students improve, gain confidence, especially as English teacher. I really proud of my students uh, to see them speak English confidently and achieve things they once thought were difficult.
Okay, next, what challenge do you usually face in your teaching?
Actually, so many challenges in teaching. Actually, especially when your students is more than 30 in one classroom, it's different characteristic, of course. But some challenges are keeping students engaged, handling different learning styles, and balancing limited time with many learning goals. That's some challenges I can tell you.
Challenge. Okay, next, how do you handle students who lack motivation?
I try to connect lessons to their interest, to their real life, and give some encouragement. You know that the latest learning method by Kemendik Dasmen is deep learning. You have to connect the lessons to their real life, like what will going on in my life if I don't learn English, what will going on in my life if I learn English. That's what I have to tell them in the classroom and show them how the subject can be useful in real life, especially English.
I see. Okay, next, what advice would you give to future teachers?
As a teacher, one advice will be very useful is be patient. You cannot be
Um,
so
okay.
what we say meledak in class, we cannot. We have to be patient to students, adaptable to students, especially adapt to your partners, teachers in the office, in the school. Always open-minded, open to learning from your students as much as they learn from you.
Okay. Next, in your opinion, is it faster to get good at English by studying hard or by watching movies without subtitles?
Both are a good method actually, but studying gives you structures and grammar. Studying while watching movies or listening to some music is the best thing to improve learning, especially is in listening and natural expressions you can get from the movie. It's a good combination, work best, I think. You have to combine both of them.
Combine.
You study, learning the structure and grammar, and then you improve the natural expression by watching movies.
Yes, yes, I see. Okay, next, when I ask how are you, do I always have to answer I'm fine, thank you, or can I say something else so it's not boring?
In Indonesia, we actually always say, yes, I'm fine, thank you, and you. But actually, you don't always have to say that. You can answer, good, excellent, or
Yeah.
never been better. Thanks, how about you? Or pretty well, thanks, or not too bad, or maybe I'm a bit tired, but it's okay, I can handle it. Gitu.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay, last but not least, ma'am, if we mix English with Indonesian, like I'm so hungry, let's makan. Is that still okay?
I think it's really, really okay. Actually, it's called code switching in English, and it's normal for bilingual communities. Um, it's okay in casual conversation like us, maybe. You can campur
Yeah.
the language, but in formal situation, like formal situation or English class, it's better to full English.
Okay, 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 ma'am. Uh, okay, so ma'am, thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing your experience and insight. I truly appreciate your time and kindness in this interview.